Canada is on the cusp of a housing construction crisis.
So we are really struggling with getting the right type of workers.
There aren't enough people to fill the jobs that are needed, those that don't require a certificate or degree.
It's something that we all need to be very concerned about.
The country's immigration system favors highly skilled workers, something that won't just affect the cost of housing, but the price of fixing our aging municipal infrastructure.
If these issues aren't addressed, we're going to deal with problems like rising costs on construction projects.
Making those projects and the prices of homes even more unaffordable.
So here we are in front of one of our townhouse sites.
On the outskirts of London, Ontario, work is steady on a new subdivision.
We have lots of people that have been sitting on the sidelines waiting for more housing to come on stream.
That wait could get even longer if a looming problem isn't addressed.
Well, we are really struggling with getting the right type of workers into the residential construction industry. General laborers that you would...
Sue Wastel is the president of Wastel Homes, a real estate developer in the area. She says she is desperate for framers, tile setters, general laborers, those who learn on the job and move up through the ranks, those who don't necessarily need a degree or certificate.
We just haven't been able to keep up domestically. And what we're seeing on the immigration side is that the type of workers that are being brought into Canada are not necessarily the workers that we need.
Some in the industry say the problem is the federal points-based immigration system. It's outdated, bringing in the most highly educated and skilled. It's those jobs that require an apprenticeship or a certificate, but that's not the type of expertise we need. If we don't meet that quota of workers that we need, what's the effect?
It's going to drive up pricing of new homes. So it's something that none of us want.
But everybody's dealing with the same struggles.
So homes could get a lot more expensive, though it's not just residential construction that's experiencing the pinch. Bigger projects, including municipal infrastructure repairs and builds, are also at risk.
We're worried. The last National Infrastructure Report Card said that 40% of our water and wastewater assets were in fair to poor condition. Over the long term, we're going to have some very serious problems unless we're investing sustainably and growing sustainably.
The pandemic sped up that timeline. People retired early, and according to industry stats, another 22% of the workforce in residential construction is set to retire in the next 8 years. Now you pair that with an ambitious goal to build new housing. Nearly 6 million new homes need to be built by 2030 to tackle the affordability crisis. Now, compounding all of this, the uncertainty of the Canada-US trade war driving up the cost of construction materials. Many industry groups are lobbying for a change to the federal government's regulations. Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada told CBC News it's putting together an advisory council to identify on-the-ground labor needs and advise potential pathways that would bring in and retain the construction workers. It will also create a way for undocumented migrants already working in construction to stay legally.
The critical construction worker pilot is one stream under our provincial nominee program.
If you want to work abroad, I recommend Nova Scotia.
One province tried to tackle the problem. Nova Scotia worked with the federal government to launch a pilot program in 2023, targeting the jobs they need and seeing some success.
Providing flexibility there allows those individuals who are coming from another country who might not be able to have finished high school because they've gone straight into the construction trades, to have sort of a greater flexibility there, not have to provide that documentation.
A good start, but too piecemeal for the Canadian Home Builders Association, calling for change from up top.
At a time when we have a national housing crisis, we feel we shouldn't be saying, well, let's let the provincial programs figure it out. We feel there should be a national program that can help the provincial programs, but also is led at that federal level.
I mean, I'm not surprised at all. Because
another option. Some analysts say Canada should broaden the type of people the country brings in.
We need to make sure that we have, a real wide variety of skills and a real wide variety of people, different types of people from different backgrounds.